Right, how's it going out there, everybody? Coach Mike here with another edition of Texoma Film Night. Today we are going to be going back a little bit in the lacrosse film vault to discuss probably the greatest lacrosse team in the history of lacrosse. This is the 1990 Syracuse Orangemen. If you guys know me personally, I'm not much of a Syracuse fan, although I absolutely enjoy watching this 1990 team. You had Paul and Gary Gait, which for those of you guys that don't know who those guys are, I'm sure there's quite a few on our team that don't. But they're probably the most dynamic duo. I know in recent history we talk about Lyle and Miles Thompson, the Thompson brothers. You could put the Stanwicks up in that same or similar echelon, maybe not quite the highest echelon, but in my opinion, the Gates are just on another level. I'm going to go ahead and play this video. I'm going to make some comments, but just so you guys know, this was 1990. Syracuse undefeated coming into this season, into this game, playing Loyola. Picking up a little loose ball there right in front. And you're going to notice this is Tom Marichek and the Gates. There's the Gates right there, avoiding that double team. I want you to kind of look at this, guys. It's just amazing how, this is set up, but how he's able to avoid that double team that's immediately here. He catches that ball there, and there's an immediate slide, an immediate double. And all he does is he just runs away. He just runs away, keeps his stick protected. Check this out. Runs out of there, gets his hands free, and boom. I mean, that's the results you're going to get right there. Gary Gait, one of the greatest, 22. He's who made that number famous. Okay? You're going to see some just absolutely spectacular lacrosse here in a second. Making that catch there. And bang, guys. That's what this game's about, catching and throwing. Here's where it's about to get ridiculous here. Just ball movement 101. I mean, it's just these guys can move the ball so much quicker than everyone else. Here's where it gets crazy. Look at that. Whoop! That's a behind the back right there, guys, and that's just, look at that. It's just you can't. I mean, stuff like that. We're gonna watch that several times, guys. But the thing about the behind the back is that these guys practice it, man. I mean, they're on the wall and they're working it, and just this little fast break with the movement is that's just a thing of beauty right there. Watch how this behind the back, they are able to draw the slide, a double slide from it here. Bang. I got to pause that right here and kind of draw this out for you guys. Pass comes here from down low from the attack. And a pass that comes across the field is known as a skip pass. And you're going to notice that everybody was pretty much ball watching. Not only do they get this player to come bite up, but this other player down here is also drawn up as well. And there's a simple behind the back pass to the doorstep, and that's just, I mean, that's going to be a goal all day long. You put Gary Gait in front of the goal like that, and it's game time. Look at that. Bang. It's just so fast. It's all about ball movement, guys. Look at that. Catch, and that was a bad, I mean, that pass was not a perfect pass. Look at how the pass was too far out in front, and he's able to catch it and bring it back. Look at the pass. He's having to reach out in front. Okay? So that's just a testament to the amount of time, the amount of wall ball that these guys spend. It's a bad pass. I mean, it looks nice. Don't get me wrong. That's a good behind-the-back pass. But the pass wasn't right where it needed to be. He's able to make that adjustment, catch it out in front, bring it back, bang. It's just almost one motion. And just so you guys know, I mean, look at the helmets they're wearing. The gloves are like not even nothing like you guys are wearing. The sticks are nothing. I mean, they're wider. They're like, I mean, you're talking about like the first ever plastic sticks to ever come on the market. I mean, these guys are playing with pretty inferior equipment in comparison to today's standards. But I guarantee you guys, these guys, they hit the wall hard and they played hard. Let's keep watching this spectacle. It's a ball movement right here. Skip pass over the top, behind the back, and bang. That's just, you get Gary Gait down low, guys, and it's over. That's just a ridiculous skip pass, behind the back skip pass. I don't think I've seen that in the last at least 10 years. Is a face dodge. Look at that face dodge. We got to watch that face dodge again. Whoop. All right, we're going to watch that a couple times, but it's the same dodge that we do today, face dodge. Defender gets out of position and he just lunges with his stick. Look how he lunges. Poor approach. Face dodge all the way. Bang. Over. If you reach with your stick, nothing's going to happen there. Down low. I guarantee you this Syracuse team down low, they were just some of the best. Ground balls. Move it quick. Look at that. Behind the back, out of the ground ball, and just no fear. Oh, actually, no. I thought back. Oh, wow. You know what? What's crazy about that? I thought back in the day you could dive in the crease, but what I think it was in 89. Going back in the history books, fellas, 89, that's when Air Gate was born. And basically on Air Gate, for those that don't know, Gary Gate took the ball kind of behind the goal, and he literally just ran in a straight line with the goal and jumped right here behind the crease, jumped pretty much over to the side of the goal, but slammed the ball in the top of the goal and landed in the crease. And he just kept scoring like that over and over and over until they finally had to change the rules where you literally cannot go in the crease. So it's interesting. This is 1990, and you can see there an example of where the ball, he comes into the crease, and they say no goal. And that was the Gary Gate rule, the Air Gate. Jumps into the crease. Back the year before, you could do that. Kind of interesting right there. Gary Gate right there. Look at how he reaches. I mean, that's just crazy. Such a good dynamic team ball movement. I mean, guys, I could watch this all day. Ooh, good save right there. These guys, I mean, it's the same thing that we're dealing with today, guys. Moving the ball, same technique. I mean, this is 1990 here, guys. Coming on a fast break. That's just amazing. I mean, from a stick skills perspective, I don't know if there's a team that will ever match this team. I mean, it's just amazing how they're able to score that. You know what? Right there, that's a Lyle Thompson move right there. Look at how he catches that. That is ridiculous. Look at this. Boom. That passes on a rope and just a behind. I mean, that was like a behind the back reversal. This is crazy, guys. Look at this pass. That's a shot. Oh, wow. Loyola's just stunned, man. They can't do anything about it. It's way too much ball movement, guys. This is what happens when you have those stick skills and when you're able to move that ball. I mean, it's just unreal. It is just unreal. Nice little roll back there. Move that ball, guys. They let the ball do the work, you know? And the good lacrosse teams, guys, they let the ball do the work. I mean, that's the bottom line, you know. This is a team that didn't have to rely too much on dodging, and you know, it's just kind of interesting how it happened. But I mean, you talk about this team, and here you can read about it on Wikipedia. But looking here at the actual way this all went down, I mean, Syracuse was just overwhelming teams. And it's just amazing to think that, you know, this team goes down in history and you know, understanding that this game, Paul and Gary Gate, look at that, 8 goals, Marichek with 3. I mean, it's just, you think about that, guys, and these guys are just ridiculous. In the semifinals, Gary Gate with 5 goals, Marichek with 4. I mean, the list goes on and on. I mean, Paul Gate on the scoreboard too. I mean, here it is, quarterfinals, Gary Gate with 5, Paul with 3, Marichek with 3. I mean, these guys are just unstoppable. And, you know, the sad thing about it, and I have to bring this up because this is the reality of it, but when you look back in the history, the 1990 Syracuse national championship was actually vacated. And the reason being is that Paul Gate, it was the coach's wife, signed for a vehicle and gave it to Paul. So back in these days, I mean, they were doing a lot of underhanded, stuff against the rules, of course, NCAA rules. So when you look back to the history, I mean, here you see it. The champion right here, Syracuse X'd out, vacated. And, yeah, you can read about it here. Tournament overview, NCAA Committee on Infractions. So, anywho, I just want you guys to understand. We're going to watch just this last little bit just so you can kind of see it again. But it's all about ball movement, guys. All about ball movement. Able to get themselves in positionally on the field and get that ball moving quick. And the thing is that lacrosse defenses can only do so much, but if the ball can move so much quicker than your feet can, there's only so much. Something's got to give. Guys, look at those sticks, man. That is just, it is ridiculous. Imagine if these guys had superpowers and Nike CEO heads. I mean, they'd be it'd be crazy. It'd be crazy. This pass, I cannot get over that pass right there. That catch, I mean, in traffic, he's coming into the crease, and he's just able to put that on cage. Making cuts, guys. Making cuts, wanting that ball. Outside shooting. I mean, this team had it all. There's not one thing this team didn't have. They had good goaltending, had good defense. It's just, look at how their head is up right there. I want you to see this, how this happened, how this unfolded. I'm going to pause it too. Swings back around. Cradling. Head is up, though. Head is up. And I want you to see he makes his pass. Pass. As soon as he catches it, heads up. Look into the middle. Okay? That's what's massive. Bang. Head is up. Saw a little room. It's a catch and a shot. I mean, that's a point blank. Bang. It's a point blanker. Look at that. Head up. Looking upfield and bang. BTB right there all day. So anyways, guys, I hope that this video gave you some insight as to lacrosse back in the olden days and the glory days. I think even though I'm not a very big Syracuse fan, in fact, I'm not a Syracuse fan at all. I definitely this 1990 game is a special one. There's been some great games with Paul and Gary Gate. I invite you to come research this one here, 89 against Johns Hopkins. So without further ado, guys, I hope this video gave you some insight as to the game of lacrosse and back in the old days in comparison to how it is now. So again, thank you guys. If there's something you see, any comments you want to make, please feel free to make them. I'm just still myself learning as a coach. And if you've got something positive to contribute, hey, feel free to let me know. Thank you guys. Keep hitting the wall. Keep working hard, guys. I guarantee you if these guys in 1990 and 1989 can throw these BTBs with those wide sticks and those inferior gloves and helmets, I guarantee you guys can do it too if you really put in the work on the wall, get those reps up. So thank you guys. You have a good night, and thanks again.